Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach 2023 season, and it's going to be the round 2 review, and oh my word, what a disaster of a week. It's been a shocking start, but across the board it's been pretty shocking. Like, we scored, oh man, round 1 1100, I was actually pretty happy with that. 949 in week 2. As you can see though, the average score of 1030, it's still a fair bit higher than what we scored, so we did drop. The ranks doesn't matter. Up until like I'd say round 10 is where, if we're sitting at still like 20 odd thousand, then we should start to panic a little bit. But round 2 of the season, 22,000, it's fine. We can make up the gap pretty quickly if we just get a couple of things go our way. A nice captaincy would be beautiful, and try to fix the team, because the one good thing about this week is that it sort of made my decisions for me. However, there's too many things to there's too many things to sort out. All right. So, who's got to go? Honestly, both dummy halves. Brandon Smith is the first one gone. Honestly, oh my word, Brandon Smith, what a shambolic start to the season. And I am sure Brandon Smith at some point is going to go bang bang and get a couple of big weeks in a row, but I do not care. He is the first to go. Honestly, he's the most frustrating player to watch in Supercoach. I think he's got to be, right? Like, obviously, watching like a Tom Trbojevic when he got injured. What the hell do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. Like Caleb, unfortunately Caleb Ponga, if he gets a head knock. But Smith, oh my god, like, I saw it straight away. I'm like, oh my god, like, he made that tackle, he's injured. What the hell? And even round 1, like, before he got that head knock, like, every tackle he made, he was like coming out of it limping, holding his shoulder. It was like, man, watching him is a nightmare. And yeah, he got 10 points, so he's gone. You can see, look at our projected score, dude. 866. Holy shit. Tanner Boyd, he is definitely on the chopping block. I'm not going to get rid of him this week, I don't think, because yeah, there's other pressing issues, and I'm not even sure. I don't know who I'd get rid of him for regardless. But 24 points, like, he's just, I said at the start of the year, I should have listened to my own advice. Like, I honestly thought Tanner Boyd was a huge trap at 380k. Honestly, I would have rather started Josh Hodgson, who granted is not going incredible, but at least he's safe points and is going to make a bit of cash. Tanner Boyd is just, he was such a trap, dude. Like, you can go back and watch my early videos. I said so many times that I don't rate him as a halfback. I think he's a fine backup player, and honestly, a number 14, he'd be pretty solid. But a starting halfback in the NRL, he's just not that good. And he was awful. Like, I think he fucking didn't kick out for touch twice. He got lucky with the first one because they dropped it straight after. Some of his other kicks were abysmal. Thankfully he got a couple of goals, but yeah, just rubbish. Just rubbish. Oh man. The dummy halves are the most, the dummy half position for me is the most scuffed I've ever seen it. Like, and thankfully, a lot of people do have Harry Grant, so they're doing okay, but I know a lot of people are struggling with the dummy halves, and it's fucked up. Our front row, fine. Tarpany, 64. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy. Tarpany, he's staying in the team regardless, unless there's an injury or suspension. Tarpany, he's a keeper till the end, in my opinion. Christian Welsh, unfortunately only 51, but still at 460k, he's still fine. It wasn't the Storm's night. He didn't really get too many offloads away. But I think that they are, with Solomona now out for like 6 to 8 weeks, like Christian Welsh, they're going to rely on him even more through the middle. So yeah, I like the Christian Welsh. Stefano Utakamanu. Now this is a killer, because I was definitely tossing up between Utakamanu or Tanner Boyd, and I thought Tanner Boyd had the potential to be the upside play. Didn't work out that way, and we lost 50 odd points just like that. So I know a lot of people would have played Utsukamano this week, which is so annoying because the try he got was fucking bullshit. So a lot of people, that's where I lost 50 points right there. Most people probably played Utsukamano with a lot of their Manly players out. But because I had so many, my squad is still really good in terms of depth. So it was a tough choice. I went wrong with Tanner Boyd. Franklin Palais, so it was good to see he got a few more minutes. And this is why I was obviously given Palais another week, and I'm not trading Palais this week anyway because, well, yeah, we'll look at it in a second, but I mean, Shaq Mitchell is actually a genuine. He is the guy I probably want, but I don't think I'm going to get Shaq Mitchell just because. Is it really worth trading Palais to Mitchell? I think there's more pressing issues, and I think bigger potential upside in 3 trades. I'm definitely using my boost, but going Palais to Shaq Mitchell, it's just probably not the most priority type trade to make at the moment. And Palais, yeah, he got a few more minutes. I mean, if he can just get a bit more match fitness, he could be a genuine, okay cash generator, because every run he makes, he busts a couple of tackles, he's looking for the offload. He does have a couple of errors in him, but if he can just work up to 25, 30 minutes, he could definitely make some decent cash. A lot of people have jumped on Moale. I'm not sure what he got, but Moale looked awful, I gotta be honest. It was only 15 minutes in, and he looked... I don't know if he got an injury or not. I know he came back later in the game, but he looked gassed. I don't know. So I'm glad I didn't jump on Moale last week, but Shaq Mitchell is definitely the guy, or even Ben Murdoch-Masila, but that's the other thing. So Shaq Mitchell is good, but Ben Murdoch-Masila, I can get another look on him. Now, granted, he didn't score great, considering he got a line break and played big minutes, but at the end of the day, if he keeps that back row spot after DeBellin comes back, then I can go Palais to Murdoch-Masila pretty easily. So that's why I'm not that fussed on going to Mitchell anyway. The back row, I am now very torn on. So Fafita 69, honestly, it's not too shabby. Consider again, I don't know, Fafita is getting involved pretty well, I think, to start the year. He obviously just didn't really have any real attack in this game. Luke Garner got 60, and honestly, he looked good. So he played 66 minutes. Again, this could have been 100. Dude, he bombed a try, and then he got denied a try, which was also a bit unlucky. They called it a knock-on at the play the ball where he barged over from Mark, dummy half. But 60 points, and yeah, he looked good. I actually think Garner looked really solid. Defensively, he was pretty strong, and he looked dangerous with ball in hand. He was busting a few tackles, getting a couple offloads. I actually thought he would have scored a few more than 60, if I'm being honest, but not to be. But I'm still torn because, they have the bye for one, which I'm not that fussed on because, we still got Cartwright and plenty of back row options, so it's not that big a deal, but it's annoying. I just don't understand the fucking obsession with Salmon, dude. He's just not that good. And this week was very strange because Salmon must have come on, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to go in the game, and he replaced Martin on the right edge, and then... yeah, Garner played 66 minutes, so obviously at that point, Martin came back on to the left edge for Garner. So I just don't know what they're doing with the rotations. In my mind, Garner looked the best on the left edge. Salmon is not good, and Liam Martin, I don't know what commentator said it, but fucking idiot. Martin obviously played the end of the game, but one of the fucking idiot commentators was like, the coaching here is brilliant. They've got the experienced Liam Martin on the left edge now. And I'm just thinking, you realize that he only just went out in the last 14 minutes of the game, right? He hasn't been playing on the left edge. I got to be honest, some of the commentary, I know people have been talking about it a lot where they're not at the actual ground, they're in the studio. And I feel like it's so noticeable this year because they say shit that just makes no sense. Like, they get players wrong constantly now. And I'm going off topic, but yeah, Garner, I actually think I'm going to keep Garner. But yeah, we'll see. Because again, he's only 430. I don't know. He looked pretty good. He looked good. I think he looked good enough to keep. Hopgood, oh my god, 124 points. Unreal. Just ridiculous. Now, I know a lot of people... He didn't play the full 80, so I'm probably not going to captain him because I just feel like the minutes are going to keep slowly reducing. And like I did say last week, that I do think Ryan Madison coming back into the side is going to fuck Hopgood. I still think Ryan Madison should just go to an edge with Sean Lane, but I tend to think they're going to keep Madison on the bench and play him through the middle. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But Hopgood, wow. I mean, unbelievable, dude. 124 points. That's fucking... That's incredible. Teague Wilton only 51 points, which is annoying, but it's fine. Like, I think Wilton is still a really solid pick. He just hasn't had any attacking stats, which will come. Like, he's an attacking weapon. It's more been Nikora. The Nikora on the other side has been getting all the attacking footy. So hopefully Wilton can get a couple of tries. Would be lovely. Egan Butcher, he's gone. He's fucking gone. Although, see, this is the conundrum, right? Because Luke Garner is on the bye this week. Egan Butcher is on the bye next week. So you would think getting rid of Garner instead of Butcher would be the better option, because then I had Butcher to play this week. But one, Butcher looks fucking awful. Two, Garner is, what's that, 50k less than Butcher, so I think there's still way better value in Garner, and I just, yeah, we'll see how it works. Honestly, who have the Roosters actually got? Rabbitohs? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I'm sure Butcher is due for a couple of attacking points, but he's looking awful. I mean, Bryce Cartwright banging out 58 points, dude. That's the other reason why I'm like, I should just get rid of Butcher. I've got Cartwright to replace Garner, or Wilton can just come in, but Cartwright can be a bench player, so it's fine. But yeah, decisions there. Nathan Cleary, 40 points, and he's on the bye this week. Now, I actually don't hate the idea of getting rid of Cleary, and it's a tough one, because I could get rid of Cleary for any half, right? Because obviously Nico Hines isn't back, so that's the reason I'm not that fussed on getting rid of Cleary, because I don't know, in the halfback slot, I mean, I guess Cherry Evans, but I mean, he scored 3 tries round 1. I think he's a bit of a trap as well. The more thing I'm probably thinking is I can swing Tanner Boyd to halfback and get rid of Cleary for any dummy half I want. So Grant, Cook, anyone like that. So maybe, but I don't know. It's a tough choice. Sammy Walker, 92. Pretty happy with that. I'm pretty stoked I started with Sam Walker. He still looks like a really good pickup. I think he is probably one of the Roosters that's going to keep in the team. Fucking the Roosters, dude. They've killed me. They've absolutely fucking killed me. The Panthers and the Roosters have killed me this year. The 5'8" Adam Dewey, 56. This is fine. I mean, the Tigers were fucking atrocious, but I'll take the 56. Katoa, 45. I mean, that's beautiful. If he just keeps going 40s and then occasionally get a try, get a like 60 plus, he can make some really good cash and get flipped at some point. But yeah, you take the 40s. And then the backs. So the backs, we had Val Holmes, only 47. But it looks like Holmes will go to fullback with no Drinkwater and no Hiku. Well, I don't know. They obviously have the young guy Chester, who can come on and potentially make his debut at fullback, who looks really, really good. Surely they put Holmes to fullback, which I don't know. I mean, Holmes' base stats are still really good, so I don't even know if it's going to be that bigger increase for Holmes. It is a bit annoying, though, because obviously they lose a lot of their attack with no drink water. So yeah, I don't know. Holmes, I'm not going to get rid of Holmes, but yeah, I'm not expecting huge things from him. But playing fullback would be nice. Lockie Miller, only 50 again, bit disappointing. I'm not going to lie, I am very tempted to upgrade Miller, or not even upgrade. We'll have a look at that in a second. Taruva, 44 points. I mean, this guy is going to be a genuine gun. Like, let's be real. He's got 40s both weeks with no attacking stats, really. Like, he's honestly the better Toto. Like, watching the Panthers, Taruva takes way more runs than Toto does nowadays. He just needs to find the try line. He's going to be an absolute weapon. So, Taruva, I mean, everyone should have him, but yeah, he's been really good. And then Chansey fucking got concussed. I mean, he wasn't... Yeah, he played 56 minutes, so he wasn't on to get a real big score anyway. But yeah, very, very annoying. He's not really going to lose cash unless he goes absolutely shocking in the next game. And he was what, like, I still like Clocksat. I still think I want to keep him, but he was the other guy I'm thinking of maybe upgrading with the trades I'm looking at. I'm not actually sure if I got the money to make it work, but we'll see how it shapes up in a second here. Alamotti, 48. Solid. Khan Pereira, 40 with a try. I'll take it. And then Warbrick, 36. So I didn't play any of these guys. I didn't have to. Obviously, it would have been better than playing. I mean, better than Chansey and fucking Tanner Boyd, but that's how it rolls. And then Tedesco, captain. Could have got 100. Only got 55. I'm killing. It's killing me. Suoli'i, I hate you so much. I hate him more than anything, dude. But yeah, so if we look, we'll have a look at if we don't make, we're obviously going to make trades, but let's have a look at the team, how it'll shape up with the bye. So we obviously got a few players out, but it's not actually that bad because Tommy Trbojevic comes straight back in. So we'll chuck Trbojevic with the R. So who are these? Dogs, Titans, Storm. Fuck. It's all... The Cheapies here are not good, but the Dogs have the... Okay, so probably Alamotti looks a good shout against the Tigers, no doubt. And then Gold Coast would take you on Storm. So I'd probably say Alamotti. I mean, Warbrick. I like Warbrick. I mean, again, he's got pretty good base stats. He just needs to try to get a big score. And then we'll just go Garner in for Wilton. So, I mean, I don't even... Like... I still like my team. It's just that a lot of the players have fucking screwed me. But let's just go. So Trbojevic, obviously. If I'm keeping Butcher or someone else, we'll see about that. I've got to get rid of one of the back rowers because there's cheapies on offer. And I need to make cash for a potential trade. Utakamanu, Braska. I mean, I should just go Cartwright, really. Like, he looks pretty safe for 50 points. So, and then Tanner Boyd v Utakamanu. Honestly, fuck you, Tanner Boyd. Fuck you. Even though this is the week I should keep it on Tanner Boyd because he's gonna get it. So, like, I'm still really happy with the depth of the squad. It's just that, yeah, there's a couple of guys that just are not doing the business. Because even with 3 players out with the bye, and 3 players that I would start, the team still looks pretty strong. But let's have a look here. So, I'm not going to lie. Tedesco, I'm not getting rid of this week because I don't even have to. Now, granted, he's going to lose a lot of money next week, but I'm not kidding. The guy, I'm almost like locked into this trade, and I feel like a lot of people are going to do this. It's Reece Walsh, baby. He looks incredible. Like, Walsh is looking big. He's looking strong. But he's still got that absolute speed. And he's 500k. Now, granted, Tedesco, I don't know. How much is he going to lose? Like, a lot. Unless he goes big this week, hopefully. But I just think the Walsh pickup, and that'll coincide with Tedesco's bye as well. So I'm going to be left with like no Roosters players. But the Broncos, so they're taking on the Dragons. So Walsh could go well there. Dolphins, Tigers, Raiders, Titans. Like that's a pretty good run coming up. And I just like Walsh. Like he looks really good. So I'm not getting rid of Tedesco this week, but I think next week unless Tedesco and the Roosters really click and he looks unstoppable, then maybe. But I think I'm locked in next week because Walsh's price obviously isn't going to change till the week after because he missed a week with injury. But so Smith has to go. He's the first one. He's got to go. There's no if and buts about that. He's got to go. And I gotta be honest, it's got to be Wade Egan. Like, I don't actually have the cash at the moment, but I will. It's got to be Wade Egan. Now, Harry Grant did get 74. I think he only got... Yeah, he did. He did miss out on that one try assist, which I thought was... I mean, granted, he didn't really do much, but I don't know. They've given those try assists to dummy halves every time, so I was surprised, but I was also pretty happy they didn't. But it is what it is. Who else? I mean, fucking Marnie, dude. Oh my god. I just knew it, dude. I was tossing up about starting Reed Marnie this year, but I just couldn't do it because of last year. But of course he comes out and kills it. Fucking Marnie, dude. Damien Cook, he only got 58. So a lot of the guns, like, they're not killing it. I mean, fucking Wade Egan's the one that's doing the business. And then Reece Robson, the other, like, sort of standout, 45. Hodgson only 35 points. Sammy Verrills was another guy I was looking at. So, yeah, and he got 52 with a try. So I'm pretty happy I didn't go with Verrills. I was very considering it. And the other guy here, Sonny Luke. So I guess that's the other thing. Because he's got a bye this week, it's actually not that bad. He only got 29 points in pretty big minutes. So I'm still, like, I'm honestly not that keen on Sonny Luke. But if Tanner Boyd stinks it up again this week, then next week, honestly, Tanner Boyd down to Sonny Luke. I don't hate it. And I got to be honest, I'm gonna go Wade Egan. Wade Egan is going to be the guy I bring in. Now, I'm not expecting, like, he's been on fire, but I'm not expecting him to keep up what he's doing. Because he's played 66 minutes and 60 minutes. So I mean, at the end, yeah, they're not huge minutes for a dummy half, but he's looked good and he's gonna make so much cash. Like, that's why it's hard not to bring him in. I don't love it, but at the end of the day, if I was going to keep Brendan Smith, Wade Egan is, 20k more. Even if Egan doesn't keep up the attacking stats, which he won't, I still think he's way safer to score like he'll get 50 points way easier than Brendan Smith. Like, Smith is he's a nightmare. So I still think Wade Egan, regardless, he'll make some good cash. He'll hopefully still get like 50, 55, even if he's not getting those attacking upside games. So I do like the Egan pickup. The back row is difficult, and I do... this will weaken the team, so I could get rid of Garner or Butcher. Let's see how it shakes up. See if I got the money. If I could get rid of Garner, maybe I would. But there's a couple of cheapies. I mean, Josh King, now that Solomona is gone, I don't mind. Ali Katoa with 92. Oh my god, Katoa. He just went bang, bang, bang. Like, he got like 3 line breaks in 3 runs. It was incredible. Now, I don't get me wrong, if you started with Katoa, you'd be loving it, but I'm still not that sold on Katoa, if I'm being honest. I think he's, like, for 400k, like, he's definitely been great value, but he's not going to get 3 line breaks in a row like that again, so I'm not that stressed to bring him in. Big Tino got 111 with that try. Fucking Fitzgibbon got another try. Oh man, it tears you up inside. Like I said, Britton Nakora, I mean, he's 650k. I'm surprised he's so expensive. But let's look at the cheapies. So there are a couple of cheapies of note here. Now Preston is the main man, but it's yeah, I do think it's gonna be Preston. I mean, he's bottom dollar. If he does get big minutes, he does look really good. It is, I don't know. I mean, he played really well, so I don't know why they would drop him back to the bench, but they do have, well, I mean, they've got some middles to come back into the side, but yeah, I don't know. Do they really drop Preston? Do they put Fatala Mariner back to the edge and, when like a pen guy comes back or something? Maybe, but I don't know. Fatala Mariner probably doesn't seem like a big minute edge anymore. I think he is more of that impact middle. So I think I would imagine Preston's spot is pretty safe. If you look at a couple of, there's definitely a couple others. I'm forgetting who there is, but there's definitely some others, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, so what? Yeah, Murdoch Murdoch Masilla got 37. What did he play? Did he play 80 minutes? Oh god. He played 72 minutes and he got a line break for 37. Honestly, I just hope Pele gets more minutes and he can be a little bit of a cashy, because I'm not that keen to bring in Murdoch Masilla. Oh, that's right, Michael Cheekam. He's the guy. I mean, out of Cheekam and Preston, I'd probably lean towards Preston. Although, I mean, Cheekam is on that left edge. I mean, I could use the trade boost and get rid of both Garner and Butcher. I don't hate it. I honestly just needed one more trade this week. Damn. Because, yeah, if we look at Cheekam, I was thinking Cheekam might be a bit of a trap, but not really, is he? Because the Rabbitohs have so many players out, and they're all middles. Like, Arrow is the only guy that would take the edge spot, but the Rabbitohs already are a bit weak in the front row and through the middle, barring Cameron Murray, obviously. So, Arrow was looking to play through the middle anyway. So, Cheekam is probably pretty safe for 80 minutes. Now, he's not scoring amazingly, but I think that's pretty much with no attacking stats. So, I'd probably rather Preston, but Cheekam is very nice. It's Cheekam and Preston, really. Anyone else a bit more expensive? I mean, Jackson Ford, I guess lucky for me, I can wait on Ford now another week because he only got that 4 with the head knock. We can see how the minutes are going to play out another week with him. Josh Kerr looked pretty good, if I'm being honest. So Joe Stimson was another guy to keep an eye on, but he's not really scoring that well, even playing decent minutes. So I think Niokore got 82, Eli Katoa 92. So some of the mid ranges are starting to get a few more points. I don't really like Niokore. He did get that, like, I don't know if he got like a line break and a try assist with an offload, I think, in this one. Because how many minutes did he play? He played 67, so it's not... Yeah, the minutes are pretty good there. But, I mean, he played 61 for 34 points. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be rushing to bring in Niokore, if I'm being honest. But let's have a quick look at how this is going to shake up. So, let's just get Preston in. Get rid of Brandon Smith for... I don't know where the points is, but it's... No, not... Show me the damn points, fool. Wade Egan. So we got 270k in the bank, and I wanted to potentially activate a trade boost. Did it activate? Hello? Hello? Did it activate? God damn it. Okay, there we go. Activated. Well, we can see him right here. Jacob Kiraz, 148. He's 567, and this is what I was talking about. I could potentially upgrade Clockstad to Kiraz. And I like, granted, I've never liked bringing in someone who is like just gone huge, because it's always fraught with danger. But Kiraz, he's a base stat monster, dude. Like, he gets so many tackle breaks. I mean, he's very, like, he's To'o-esque, Taruva-esque. He takes so many runs, so many tackle breaks. But he's got offloads in his game. And the Bulldogs need him to be attacking to stand a chance. I mean, he got 51 points against Manly. He was off for 10 minutes with a concussion. And that was, like, all base stats with, like, offloads and tackle breaks. So I do think he is the guy to bring in. Now, other guys I would love to bring in this week, don't get me wrong, I would love to bring in Tohu Harris in the front row, potentially, or the back row, honestly. Yeah, there's not that many other guys. Let's just... But do I get rid of... That's the thing. Do I get rid of Clockstad or Miller? Because... I don't know. Without Kalen Ponga now, potentially, is Miller really going to see that much attacking footy? Miller is definitely a save for 50 odd points, but I mean, Clockstad, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having like 200k in the bank, so next week I can get whoever I want as well. Because if I use all my money this week, with the price changes that are going to happen, potentially I'm not going to be able to really get my team how I want. So, I don't know. They still have a pretty good draw, the Knights. Well, Dolphins aren't that easy. Canberra, Manly, Warriors, Panthers. It's not that good. And when is their bye? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in round 10, it is pretty far away, the Knights, which is nice. And then Clockstad, what is their draw like? So they've got the Cowboys, but that's not that bad. I mean, it is in Townsville, which isn't good, but the Cowboys aren't looking that strong this year, and they've lost quite a few of their attacking weapons, so I don't mind it. Bulldogs, Sharks, Knights, Cowboys again, Melbourne. It's a bit of a tough draw. When do they have their bye? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're both good for bye coverage, really. I actually think Miller. I got to be honest. I think Miller. Let's just have a look at how this shapes up. I got to be honest. I do like the look of it as it is. I do like the look of it. So if we look on paper now, yeah, I don't know. In my head, I'm still like Clockstad. I liked him at the start of the year. He scored well in round 1. Obviously not against the best team in the comp or anything like that. We all know. But his base stats were good. Round 2, he wasn't looking to get a big score, but he did get concussed like late-ish in the game, so he didn't get his full potential. Versus Miller, who, yeah, he's a safe 50 points, but is he really going to get that much more? And he is going to lose money, whereas Clockstad could potentially make some money. So I don't hate it. Yes. But I guess, well, now the question, because I've got the money, do I get rid of Garner or Butcher? Who are the Roosters versing? Rabbitohs? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Surely Butcher and the Roosters are going to click a little bit, and surely Butcher is going to score a try at some point. Right? Because if I look at my team like this, my 4 reserves, Tom Trbojevic. I mean, Preston, Cartwright, and Utukamanu. That's still pretty good. I don't hate it. Because honestly, if I keep Butcher, I have to choose between like Butcher and Cartwright or Preston. So that's always annoying anyway. So yeah, honestly, I think I'm just getting rid of Butcher. I think I'm just gonna fuck him off. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I like to look up for now. I'll definitely play around with a couple of other things. Like I said, next week I think I'm just gonna go Tedesco to Reece Walsh. Unless Tedesco is looking untouchable and he scores massive, then I don't know. I guess I'll have to do without Reece Walsh, but I do like the pickup, and also the Roosters will have a bye, so I don't mind it. And then who else would I be looking at next week? So the backline, well, Taruva will come back in, so he's like he's just a really good fourth backline player at the moment. I still think Klokstad could do with an upgrading at some point, but we'll see how he goes against the Cowboys this week. The halves are pretty much set. I mean, granted, I think a lot of people are going to get rid of Cleary, but my view on Cleary is that if you get rid of him this week, I don't hate it for sure. Because he's got the bye and he's going to lose a heap of cash. But if you don't get rid of him, I probably think you just hold him for the rest of the year, because, like, I don't know, he's going to lose so much cash, and is there really that many halfback or potential dummy halves if you switch Tanner Boyd with him an option? Because the best dummy halves, generally, I mean, Harry Grant is going to go to Origin, Damien Cook will go to Origin, the halfback slot, Cleary will be at Origin, obviously, that's the big issue, but Cherry Evans will be at Origin, and then, I don't know, I mean, Jerome Hughes, maybe? I still think Sam Walker is probably the best out of them, so I think at this point, I'm just gonna ride Cleary and hope he comes good, because I'm sure he will. Who else? I mean, Garner, I'm giving more of an opportunity because he looked good. He got more minutes and he looked a lot better in round 2. I think he's got some pretty good upside potential. And he's only a tick over 400. Now, granted, would I have liked to switch him over to well, I don't even know. Like, Ali Katoa can score less than 60 very easily. Same with a couple other guys. I would like Tohu Harris. I mean, that's the thing. If I had one more trade, but because that's the thing. I've got 300k in the bank now. Next week, I could easily trade. Well, I probably wouldn't want to trade Garner. But honestly, maybe like a Christian Welsh for Tohu Harris, depending how he goes. Or Tukumanu could make some money. Could flip him onto Tohu. Have a really strong forward pack. Or front row. But, yeah, I don't know. The team, I still like the team. The only real issue, I think, is the dummy halves. I just don't know what to do. I like the Egan pickup because he's going to make a lot of cash. But, I don't know. I'm not so... Like, he's definitely not going to be a long-term option. But then who do you go? Because, like I said, Cook and Grant will go to Origin. Maybe, I mean, does Api Coruscant bottom dollar or like bottom out? Like, let's have a look at Appy for a second. He obviously scored terrible in round 1. Round 2, I don't even know how. Like, surely he would have got a try assist, but fucking 12 dropped the ball. Let's just have a look at the highest price plays for a second here. So Grant is obviously going to be the best dummy half, but the fact I didn't start with him, I just can't see myself going him before Origin now, because the Storm, I mean, especially now the Storm don't have Munster, they don't have Solomona, and, I mean, Grant loves a little sneaky try assist with Solomona. They've got the Titans, which is a good matchup. He could kill it, but they are missing a lot of players. When do they have their bye? Round 9, so it's pretty good, but yeah, he'll be missing a lot of games. Guess I got the Titans and the Tigers. It's not a terrible time to bring him in, but I'm not going to. Damien Cook, I mean, he only got 58 points. Again, it was a tough game for them, so it's not terrible. Robson, So yeah, Appy got 60. I mean, potentially, like, I honestly wouldn't hate potentially going. Appy he's obviously going to lose some money because he went, 22 points, but he's back up to almost 70 round 2. He's going to lose a lot of cash. When do they have their buy? Round 7. So potentially Wade Egan. When Wade Egan gets up there, Coruscant bottoms out. I could see myself switching to Coruscant because I always thought Coruscant would score well in this Tigers team because he would be literally the main focal point. They've looked terrible, but I still think so. And then anyone else? I mean, I guess Reed Marnie, but I don't know, dude. I can't go to Reed Marnie again. I know he's killing it, but I just can't. And then yeah, there's really no other options. Aaron Clark's not getting the minutes. Yeah, just nothing else. Nothing else of note. I mean, Denny Levi's scoring okay, honestly, for 300k, but there's just no reason. I mean, does Jake Turpin? Well, no, Brandon Smith probably is playing. So here's the most popular trade. So yeah, Wade Egan, 4.3%. Look at Brandon Smith, dude. James Tedesco to Fido. Why would you? Oh, actually, that was the other. I mean, granted, Fido was the guy that is looking good. And Reece Walsh there, Fido, Wade Egan, Nathan Cleary to Wade Egan. Fair enough. I do like Fido, but I like... Yeah, I don't think I can shake it like that. Because I needed to get rid of Smith. I needed to bring in one of the cheapie back rowers, so that was a given. And then out of Kiraz or Fido, I mean, you got to bring in Kiraz. Like, I know Fido is looking really good, and I would love to bring him in, but I can't. I mean, Kiraz is definitely just more priority at this point. The Dolphins are taking on Newcastle, so Fido could kill it again, but unfortunately, I just don't have enough trades. And yeah, Kiraz is he's the guy to bring in, I got to be honest. So, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, that's the thing, like, yeah, I didn't make any trades last week, but, like, even if I did, the trades last week wouldn't have been the guys that I would have brought in. I can't speak. They wouldn't have been the trades I would have wanted to make anyway. Like, I wouldn't have been bringing in Fido last week. I wouldn't have brought in Kiraz last week. So, it's not like, yeah, or I wouldn't have brought in Wade Egan. I mean, Jacob Preston, I wouldn't have been looking at really. So, I needed the second week to even really know what I wanted to do anyway. So, yeah, it wasn't like I wasted a week. It's just that there's just so many players that I would like to have. I just can't quite bring them in at this point. So, yeah, fair enough. That's what we're looking at. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the Supercoach action. Make sure to like and comment. I'm not sold on this, but I do like it. So we'll play around, see if I go another direction. But at the moment, this is what I'm leaning towards. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.